Welcome to anatomy class. Today, we will be discussing the most interesting system in the human body, the muscular system. You will learn vocabulary that will help you understand the system. After watching this webcast, you will have a better understanding of the various types of muscles located in your body and the purpose your muscles serve. Now let's begin. Muscles provide the pulling power that allows us to move, and they regulate our body temperature. As our body gets cold, heat is generated due to shivering, which is caused by rapid muscle contractions. Without muscles, you wouldn't be able to open your mouth, speak, shake hands, walk, talk, or move your food through your digestive system. There would be no smiling, blinking, or breathing. Without muscles, you wouldn't be alive for very long at all. A common misconception is that muscles push and pull. However, this is not true. Muscles cannot push, they only pull. Muscles often work in pairs, and there are more than 650 individual muscles in the human body. The muscular system consists of 3 different types of muscle tissues: skeletal, cardiac, and smooth. Each of these different tissues has the ability to contract, which then allows body movement and functions. There are 2 types of muscles in the system, and they are the involuntary muscles and the voluntary muscles. The muscles in which we are allowed to control by ourselves are called the voluntary muscles, and the ones we cannot control are the involuntary muscles. The skeletal muscle makes up about 40% of an adult's body weight. The skeletal muscle has stripe-like markings or striations and is composed of long muscle fibers. Many of the skeletal muscle contractions are automatic. However, we can still control the action of the skeletal muscle. Because of this, the skeletal muscle is also considered a voluntary muscle. The heart, or the cardiac muscle, is an example of an involuntary muscle. The cardiac muscle is the muscle of the heart itself. The cardiac muscle is the tissue that makes up the wall of the heart called the mitochondrium. Like the skeletal muscle, the cardiac muscle is striated and contracts through the sliding filament method. However, it is different from other types of muscles because it forms branching fibers. Unlike the skeletal muscle, the cardiac muscle is attached to each other instead of being attached to bone. Much of our internal organs are made up of smooth muscle. Smooth muscles are found in the urinary bladder, the gallbladder, arteries, and veins. The digestive tract is also made up of smooth muscle as well. Smooth muscles are controlled by the nervous system and by hormones. We cannot consciously control smooth muscles, which is why they are often identified as being involuntary muscles. How do muscles work? First, electrical impulses come from the cerebral motor cortex in the brain, down through the spinal cord, and are transmitted through the peripheral nerves to the muscles. At the link between the nerve ending and the muscle, chemical signals are released from the nerve endings and bind with a receptor on the muscle. The binding of the chemical to the receptor causes calcium to enter the muscle cell and for proteins to move up the actin molecule, which is the contraction mechanism in muscle cells. This causes the sarcomere, the basic unit of the muscle, to shorten. When several of these shorten along the length of the muscle fiber, the muscle as a whole contracts and relaxes. The cerebellum does not initiate movement, but provides coordination and accurate timing. Together, the cerebral motor cortex and the cerebellum create smooth, coordinated movements. Facial muscles are the part of the skeletal muscle system. However, facial muscles do not all attach directly to bone like they do in the rest of the body. Instead, many of them attach underneath the skin. Your tongue is the only muscle that is attached at only one end. Also, your tongue is made up of a group of muscles that work together and allow you to talk and chew your food. Here is some important vocabulary. Endomysium is the fine connective tissue sheath surrounding a muscle fiber. Epimysium is the sheath of connective tissue around a muscle. An isotonic contraction is a muscle contraction where the tension in the muscle remains constant despite a change in the muscle. Length. Isometric activity is a system of exercise where you push parts of the body strongly against each other or against a fixed object so that the muscles are strongly stressed. This strengthens specific muscles of the body. Perimysium is the connective tissue surrounding bundles of skeletal muscle fibers. A sarcomere is the basic unit of a muscle. A muscle fiber is a cylindrical multinucleate cell composed of numerous myofibrils that contract when stimulated. The skeletal muscle provides movement, maintains posture, stabilizes joints, and generates heat. The smooth muscle is found in the walls of hollow organs. The cardiac muscle exists only in the heart. A tendon is a cord or a band of dense, tough, inelastic, white, fibrous tissue, serving to connect a muscle with a bone or part. Sinew, a reinforcing strand in pre-stressed concrete. A ligament is a band of tissue, usually white and fibrous, serving to connect bones, hold organs in place, and other functions. An extensor is a muscle that serves to extend or straighten a part of the body. A flexor is a muscle that serves to flex or bend a part of the muscle. Myology is the science or branch of anatomy behind the study of muscles. Now we are going to learn some fun facts about the muscular system. When you work out, your muscles undergo tiny microscopic tears. The sore feeling that you get about 24 hours after a hard workout is the muscle rebuilding a bigger and stronger muscle than before. When you exercise and isolate a muscle group, your body produces lactic acid. When the acid builds around the muscle, you feel a burning sensation. After a certain number of repetitions, lactic acid causes muscle fatigue as it interacts with calcium in your body. The biggest muscle in the human body is the buttocks muscle. We use 17 muscles to smile and 43 to frown. Many people believe that the tongue is the strongest muscle. However, the strongest muscle is in fact located in the jaw, and its name is the masseter muscle. 75% of our muscles are water, and talking uses 72 different muscles. In addition, we use 200 different muscles in our body for every step we take while walking. The smallest muscles are located in the middle of the ear. In the human tongue, there are 16 separate muscles, and there are 20 muscles in each hand. Thanks for watching!